Can you hear me now? Are we good now? Can you guys hear me now? Put it in the chat box if you can hear me now. Let me know. Okay, my opinion, not yours, says no sound. Young Rich says it's mute queen. Is it unmuted? Can you hear me? It's good now. Okay, yay! All right. Okay, shout out to my candy canes for helping your girl out. All right, so since I was muted before, let's get back into it. Welcome everybody to the Candy Shop. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, bringing you my unique perspective on all things Real Housewives, Bravo TV, reality TV, skincare, self-care, lifestyle, and everything in between. So welcome, my beautiful candy canes. Today, we will be talking about the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It wasn't my favorite episode, but I do think that there were some juicy nuggets in it, and I do want to say I'm enjoying this season. I am enjoying this season. I think it's only going to get bigger and better from here. So as you guys come in, be sure to like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And before we get into it, let's say hi to some of the candy canes up in here. Hey, Young Rich. She says yes. Hello, my opinion, not yours. She says yes, candy cane. Yes. Young Rich came through and said it's good now. I appreciate you. Thank you for holding me down. Reparation says yes, ma'am. All right. Hey, Natalia. She says hi. I love it. Yes, reparations. Hey, Candy, the Candy Canes, and mods and chat. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you too, darling. Appreciate you being here. My opinion, not yours, says hey, Candy and the Candy Canes. Hello. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you so much for coming through. And as I talked to you guys yesterday, I had a spider bite, but thank goodness I am feeling much better. So that's a good update there. So let's just get into it. So Heather Gay. My feelings on her have always been kind of hot and cold and mixed. I know she's a fan favorite. I know she's a celebrity favorite. But I've always been a little hot and cold on her. A couple of lives before, I said I wasn't really feeling her. The episode before last and this episode, I feel she's redeeming herself. But I've cracked the reason why I wasn't rocking with Heather Gay and why I thought she was phony and fake, which Lisa Barlow said too. She was like, she just seems really fake or phony to me. And I figured out why. So I think what it was about Heather Gay is that she reminds me of a friend that you have that is in a toxic relationship. And when they are on the outs with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, they want to run to you. They want to, you know what I mean, just vent and emotionally vomit and just, you know, oh, this person did that. They're so bad. They're so toxic. They're so unhealthy. They're so mean. They're so this, that, and the third. And they try and get everybody on their side and everybody on their team. But then the moment they are back with their person, their boo thing, they're like, what are you talking about? This person is amazing and great. Well, it's just your problem. Mind your own business. I don't know. Like, this is a great relationship. I love him. He loves me. You know what I mean? It's like that drama triangle BS where it's when they're on the outs, they want to pull you in. So when Heather and Jen are not cool, she doesn't want Jen to be cool with anybody. So she goes to Lisa. She goes to Meredith. She goes to Mary, she goes to, what's her face? Whitney, bad mouthing Jen, wants everybody on her side. But the moment Jen is like, okay, we can be friends again, what did Heather do? Beep, 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 Whitney. Oh, so, just so you know, Jen and I are friends again. What are you going to do about Jen? You know what I'm saying? She totally switched it up. And I think that is what I was feeling from Heather. It's like, keep it all the way 100. Keep it all the way funky. If you've been talking so much crap about Jen and you wanted everybody against her when she wasn't your friend, now all of a sudden you're friends and you throw in Whitney on the bus, you're like, I'm friends with her, we're cool. What's up with you guys, right? So I think that is what I was feeling when it came to Heather Gay. But I like Heather as a boss and a mom. I like the way she's doing it with her daughters. I like the way that she's encouraging them to be their own people. I like her when she's at work and she's a boss. I really like that. She's firm and she's assertive and she knows what she's doing and she's making money. So I like that Heather because I think that's the true Heather. So I like Heather when it comes to that. What else is going on? Okay, so, oh, that's right. So Lisa called Heather manipulative. And I think that's what it is. To me, it's a manipulative drama triangle that she does, usually when it comes to Jen. Okay, so let's discuss, and I know young Rich, you're going to have some stuff for me, but let's discuss Mother Mary and the conversation she had with her son over their lunch, which was so awkward and so weird. And I think we realize why the son has a refrigerator in his room and doesn't want to come out and hang out with his mom. Yeah. She was criticizing like every little thing he did. She was like, oh, did you say the prayer? Oh, you're not saying it loud enough. Oh, say it louder. Oh, what are you doing? Are you being lazy? Are you this? Are you that? You need to go to the army. I don't know about you, but what parent wants their child to go to the army? I guess if you're from a military family, maybe, I don't know, but I don't get it. Like, I just don't understand that. She's like, you need to go to the army. When are you gonna, oh, daddy said you wanted to move out. So you want to move out? You want your freedom? Blah, 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 blah. It's just, I don't know. Mary is just so weird and wacky to me. And speaking of Mary being weird and wacky, can we discuss how Mary literally said to Brooks and Meredith, shh, be quiet, I need silence in order to poot? And then she proceeded to pass gas. You gotta be kidding me. I was waiting for Mr. Brooks to be like, oh, this is so uncouth. Oh my God, I've never seen someone poot in front of me before. The way he did Jen. But no, what did he do? He laughed. He thought it was weird, but he laughed right along with it. So, Brooks, if you were treating Jen weird for being wacky and you had nothing to say for Mary for literally pooting in your face, come on. Oh, let's say hi to some of you candy canes that are coming in the room. Hey, Young Rachel goes, I'm enjoying Real Hop and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City so far now. Me too. I'm definitely enjoying them. Hey, Rainbow Shoshana. She goes, hey, Candy and the Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart. What is up? Hey, Darren Hood. He goes, hey, Candy Canes. Yes. Young Rich says, oh, loud. I mean, you knew I had to get into it. Hey, Sandra Richardson. She says, hey, everyone. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Maria Hoskins. She goes, poor low-cast Mary. I'm with you, Maria. I am with you. It was just a hot mess. It was just really gross and just, it was too much. It was too much. What else happened? Okay, so Dewey and Jenny. At first, I was on the fence on whether or not this is a storyline for them, like having the extra children, if that's a storyline. I'm still on the fence. There is still a part of me that thinks this is just a storyline. They want to have some type of drama, some type of rift. But with that being said, even if that's the case, I felt my heart broke for Jenny. She was like, I had 9 miscarriages. I had 3 C-sections. I'm older now. Like, it's not safe. It's not medically safe. It's not physically safe for me to have a child. And then to have your husband in your face every 3 seconds. You want more kids? You want more kids? You can get surgery. You can get this. To me, I would feel some type of way to my husband. I'm like, do you not care about me and my life and how I feel and what is going on? Or do you only care about some weird, I'm not dissing anybody's culture, but I'm just saying what she said. She said that in the Vietnamese culture, having a big family means that you're wealthy. You have enough money for the children, right? So I'm by no means at all being disrespectful to the Vietnamese culture. I'm just saying what she said. Or do you want to like have this societal thing of like, we have a ton of kids, therefore we have a lot of money, even though you live in America? You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. My heart just really broke for her. There's a part of me that low-key hopes it's just a storyline, because if it's not, I'm worried about her marriage in that sense, like how that's going to go. If he's so serious about having this sister wife, or he's so serious about having children, if he's so serious about her getting surgery and having more children after suffering 9 miscarriages, you have to think about the toll that doesn't just take on a woman's body, but on your mental, on your emotion, on your spirit, on your soul. To lose 9 babies, to lose 9 children, that's a lot. That's a lot for anybody. That's a lot. So I really did feel for Jenny in that. I also like that her personality is coming out and she's really spunky. And I like that she was really funny when they were doing the ice fishing. And she was just like, y'all need to chill out, talk to each other, and squash it. So I'm liking Jenny. I'm here for her. I think she's going to bring a lot to the show. Speaking of Jens, so we had Zen Win over on Rohop, and now we have Zen Jen over here in Salt Lake City. And it's tough for me because I'm holding Jen Shah accountable for the alleged fraudulent activity she did in her business, for defrauding the people. But at the same time, I really like her. I think she's really funny. I think she brings a lot to the show. I think she understands the assignment. And I think she's just interesting. So it's tough because I do like her. I like watching her, but knowing what she allegedly has done is tough. But I'm here to give my opinion on the show. So I'll give my opinion on her in the show. And I think she's really funny. And I agree. I think Meredith needs to stop with the whole, you're hurting my family, Brooks, you're liking tweets thing. I don't know that Brooks has ever apologized for what he said. And I don't know that it would continue this much if Meredith just kind of let it go. I think we all get it. I don't think that Jen Shah is homophobic. I don't think she's transphobic. I don't think any of that stuff. I think that Meredith needs to accept her apology and let it go, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think that it would be continuing this much. But then again, it is her kid, but her kid did say something messed up. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Do. Yay. Hi, Maria. She says, hello, Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, can I get a witness? He says, hey, Candy and the Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? Thank you for coming through. Hey, my opinion, not yours. I love the Candy Cane community. Very healthy in here and with mature adults. Exactly. Yes. Feeling included and very welcomed. I'm here for the differing opinions and perspective. Thanks, everyone. Yes. I love that. Exactly. That's right. We keep it love and light in the candy shop. I'm telling you, Candy Cane community, we keep it love and light. We have a good kiki. We don't have to agree, but we respect and love each other. Hey, Young Rich, Mary is a hoot, but are my preacher parents like that with their kids and hard on them with prayer? So that's why some preacher kids tend to shy away from the church because is he ever at the church? It doesn't seem like he is. It doesn't seem like he participates in her being a preacher pastor in the church. I've never heard her like talk about him and him being particularly religious at all. Honestly, the most that Mary talks about is how she doesn't want him to hook up with girls who smell fishy. I mean, she's talked more about his sex life than she has about his relationship to God. You see what I'm saying? Like, but Mary to me is performative. She's a performative preacher to me. Just like she said with the podcast, let me show you how to do it. She's performative. And I don't like that because I'm not talking about any particular religion, but I don't like people playing with God and playing in the church. And I think Mary's playing in the church. My opinion. Hey, Kimberly Thompson. She goes, hey, Candy the Candy Canes. I don't watch these Housewives, but I love your commentary, so I'm here for it. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Yes. It's all good. Hey, can I get a witness? Seems like a storyline for her. I hope it's a storyline too for Jenny. I mean, I could not imagine having had 3 C-sections, on top of that, 9 miscarriages, and then my husband still pressuring me to have more children when I made it clear to him that I don't want more. That would be a problem. That would be a very big problem. Because what if something were to happen, right? And now let me not get too controversial with this because I don't want to. Let's get back to the show. Okay. Hey, reparation. She says, right, Candy, 9. That is sad. It is sad. That does a lot to your body, mind, and spirit. And he needs to be more supportive of that. Hey, my opinion, not yours. LOL, I don't watch any of these shows either, but I love her commentary and energy. Aw, thank you guys. Yes. Well, let me know. What shows are you watching that I don't cover? If you have some shows you're watching, reality TV or not, could be scripted, that you want me to cover, put it in the chat box. Put it in the comments. Shoot me an email or a DM. Let me know. We can give them up. Hey, Young Rich, I noticed that too. Like, did they have a Zen memo for the Housewives? What's next? Zen Ken on Roa. Yes, Zen Ken. I think Kenya's confirmed to come back, right? And she's doing Dance with the Stars. Cynthia's out. We knew that. And then Porsha, is Porsha trying to get her peach back? Or I don't know what's going on. Hey, can I get a witness? Jen Shah is very dramatic. She is. She's very dramatic. She understands the assignment and she creates the show. Because if you think about it, Jen is kind of enmeshed in everybody's drama or beef. Like Jen and Mary don't get along. Jen and Meredith are beefing over the Brooks stuff, right? Whenever there's a flare up between Jen and Heather, then Heather and Whitney, because Whitney just follows along, doesn't like Jen. So Jen's kind of like the nexus of all of this stuff, and she's really good friends with Lisa Bartlow. So, hey, Miss T, she says, hello, everybody. Hey, sweetheart, what is up? Hey, Darren Hood, Meredith is making me sick. Me too. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, but do you, okay, so do you think then she's making this feud with Jen last longer than it needs to for a storyline? Because I know she doesn't want to talk about her marriage anymore, which allegedly, in my opinion, I think that they are separated or open. Actually, let me put this. I think they're open. I think that it's like, okay, you can go and do you. I'm going to go and do me. We're going to keep this marriage facade going for the kids and then also for the show so we can stay on the show. But I think they have an understanding. Like, I don't think Seth spending 50% or plus more of his time not in the same state as his wife is being faithful. And I don't think that Meredith, who was already allegedly linked to some guy in New York, with her husband being out of state 50% plus of the time, is being faithful either. But I don't think it's cheating because I think that they, like they had before, I think they have an agreement. And I think they're fronting for the show and they're fronting for the cameras. So maybe she doesn't want anybody to do a deeper dive into her marriage. So she's like, Jen. Like, let's just keep that going. And then it also gives Brooks more of a moment. Because I don't know what he's doing with his fashion jumper hoodie line. I don't know what he was doing with that. But it gives Brooks a moment. It gives him camera time. It gives him a storyline. They're trying to make him very empathetic. So maybe Meredith is keeping this Jen feud going because she doesn't want anybody to look at her marriage, and it's camera time for Brooks. But it's not good though. Like I don't like it. She needs to stop. Hey, my opinion, not yours. She goes, hello, Miss T. That's right. Hello, Miss T. Shout out to my mod holding it down. I appreciate you. Hey, Young Rich. My friend Barry said twink is not a homophobic slur. It's a sexual term for a skinny gay guy. Yeah. Oh, but you know what it is, though? I think the reason why they took it that way is because I think Meredith said that Brooks has not I want to be very sensitive around this topic, that he hasn't come out. Like, he hasn't said I'm gay or straight or bi or, you know, like whatever he identifies as. He has not come out and said that. So I think calling him that, I think they took it as a a slur towards him and like mean towards him. But I think it's wrong no matter how you slice it. You shouldn't do derogatory things regarding somebody's sexuality. But I also think that it would have been over way before now if Meredith would have just accepted Jen's apology. Hey, Philly John says, hi, Kanan, everyone. Hey, sweetheart. What is up? What is up? Hey, Miss T. Mary's teaching everybody to pray. She can't teach me nothing when it comes to She can't teach me nothing. Oh, subscriber since day one. LOL. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, we are doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it up in here. Hey, can I get a witness at Young Rich? Twink is an ageology gay slang. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, but I think when you're throwing it at someone who, I don't know how to say this. I'm trying to be very respectful, who might present what we stereotypically may think as being gay, I think that's where it was coming from, if that makes sense. Okay. Hey, Young Rich. He goes, I think the minister at the podcast was being performative. That's why Mava stopped him and showed him the right way. Okay. I know that you go so hard for Mary, and our opinion is so vastly different on her. So I so appreciate you sharing it, and I love your opinion. But I think he was overdoing it. He was performing. And when she said, let me show you how to do it, I think she meant, let me show you how to do it. Like, fake it, do it, perform it, like, actually do it. In the sense of, like, okay, for example, if you had two people who were singing, and one person was like trying to be Mariah Carey and was going all crazy, and you got another person who was just like, girl, stop, let me show you how to do it. Right? That is where I think Mary was coming from. I don't think she was just like, oh, wow, you're being performative with this prayer. Let me show you how to connect with God in a higher spirit. And let me show you how to, invoke the power of the Holy Spirit, or let's get some scripture, or let's get this. No, she said, let me show you how to do it. I think which to me means you're overacting. Let me show you how to do it. Within the scene. I don't think she meant like, I'm going to show you the right way to pray. I think she meant, I'm going to show you the right way to fake the funk and trick these people. Hey, Young Rich, I heard Nene is coming back earlier. Is that true? I saw that too. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if it's true or not. We get all these headlines and all this stuff. In my gut, I just don't see Bravo or NBC bringing her back after everything she said or did. However, given that the last season was such a shit show, and for whatever reason, their current production people are having a hard time casting, I think that's a production problem, not so much a lack of talent problem. So who knows? Who knows? Hey, Darren Hood. I heard the grapevine Porsha is fired. Yeah, I saw that. I saw those headings too. I wouldn't be surprised. I think she really overshot when she did this whole Simon thing. I think it's not going to be the pursuit of Porsha. I think it's going to be the demise of Porsha. She should have never gotten into bed, literally or figuratively, with Simon. That was her downfall. Hey, Sasha T. She says, hello. Sorry I haven't been active much. Trying to study for the LSAT still. LOL. Love you, Katie Canes. We love you too, Sasha. And we are sending you so many good vibes. We're going to manifest it. You've already passed the LSAT. You're an amazing lawyer and you're killing it. We're just going to speak it for you. Thank you, Sasha. Hey, Rainbow Shoshana. Love B. Scott's reporting that Porsha is out and that Nene might come in for an appearance. I wouldn't be surprised if she's there for an appearance. I don't know if they're going to concede to give her a whole peach back. And I wouldn't be surprised if Portia's out or fired. And if Love B. Scott is saying it, they usually have the right stuff. Hey, Philly John, Sasha T, good luck with your studies. Yeah, good luck with your studies, Sasha T. Hey, Young Rich, Bravo would never fire Porsha. That's why they pushed production back to get her to sign on. But I think it's disgusting for them to bring Nene back while she's grieving. Well, this is the thing. If Nene is grieving, it's up to her whether or not she wants to come back. They can't make her come back. And she clearly wants to come back. And I think Bravo would fire Porsha. And I think they were pushing production back because they couldn't find anybody. Like, they don't have a good cast yet and all that was going on. But I don't know. I think Porsha overshot her hand with the whole Simon thing. Hey, Miss D, she's definitely using the storyline. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're talking about Meredith. Yeah. Hey, Sasha T. What Bondi Blue said is that Meredith and her husband may be uncomfortable with Brooks' sexuality. That's why he hasn't discussed it with them. I don't know Bondi Blue, but I don't agree with that. I actually, when you watch Meredith and Mark talk about Brooks, I think they talk about him in a very accepting, loving way, and they defend him come hell or high water. Like when Meredith was on the show on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy made some like asinine comment about it. She was just like, well, that's equality, right? She's like, he doesn't have to come out. He doesn't have to, for all equal, he doesn't have to make that announcement. And then when Marks and Meredith talk about Brooks, and she was talking about the tweets that Jen was liking, it seemed like I just don't get that. I think Meredith loves her son, and she was in a confessional. She was just like, I just want him just to identify as my son, and whatever else is up to him, and he's figuring it out. I never got the sense that Meredith or Mark wasn't comfortable with Brooks' sexuality. I always got the sense that they genuinely loved and supported their son. And I think that's why Meredith was going so hard at Jen with everything. But I never got the sense that they had any. I think he hasn't discussed it with them. If that's true, maybe because he is still struggling with his identity and what his sexuality is. That's a conversation that he has to be ready to have. So regardless of how supportive or open anyone may be, whether it's your parents, friends, family, whatever, it's such an individual decision, and it's such an individual moment that you as the person has to get to. But from everything I've seen, I don't agree with that. I think that Meredith and Mark have been very, very open and supportive of Brooks. Hey, can I get a witness? Yes, Meredith and her hubby's relationship seems open, not an entanglement. Exactly. I think they just got together and they're like, let's put the scheme so we can stay on the show. Hey, Sasha T. She goes, thanks, that Philly John. Yes, Sasha T. You got that, LSAT. You go, lawyer. Hey, Rainbow Shoshana. I think it's sick of Bravo to use Nene for grieving Greg. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you think that they are using Nene because of Greg's passing away? I don't know. I think if Nene isn't in a place to come back to the show, that is a choice that ultimately resides with her. But I don't know. Okay, hey Darren Hood, I heard the grapevine Porsha's fired. Yeah. And Marlo is getting impeached. Yep, that was reported before, remember? I think it was Love B. Scott or Tamara Tattles and all those people in Kempire. Yeah. And 2 newbies are joining with Sheree. Yeah. Oh, they were saying, what weren't they saying that one of Akon's wives is also joining the show and she's friends with Sheree? Hey, Misty, is it just me or does every scene foreshadowing what's to come with Jen? Yes, every scene really is foreshadowing what's to come with Jen. That is so true. Hey, my opinion at yours. I don't want to harm your channel. It's okay. So if it will harm, don't risk it for my suggestion. Okay, what about commentary on conspiracy theories? Nothing heavy, just once a month conspiracy. I love a conspiracy theory. So I am more than happy to do some deep dives into conspiracy theories. Maybe not any involving the government, because I don't want it, like, I don't want the smoke. But we can look into other fun conspiracy theories that we come up with. I love a good conspiracy theory. I think that's a great suggestion. And we can do some more self-care sessions too. Hey, Misty, an apology without true change, just manipulation. That's what I see happening with Jen. I think with Jen, her personality skews ego and her personality skews narcissistic. But I do think from what we've seen, she really has been trying to apologize, and she's really been trying to get back in the good graces. But no matter what Jen does, the women find fault or problem with it, or they preemptively are just I agree with what she's saying. She's saying that everything I do, you receive it in this type of way, even if that's not how I meant for it to be, if that makes sense. And I think that if Meredith had accepted Jen's apology, like really just accepted it, then I think she could have seen true change. But if I apologize to you and you don't accept my apology, then it's still where it's at, I guess, right? I don't know. Hey, can I get a witness? Right. It seems like an offense toward his preference and was very inappropriate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Misty. Mary's talking with her mouth open over the sandwiches. Gross. You know what I mean? She was talking with her mouth open over the sandwiches. She pooted in front of Brooks and the entire nation on cameras and Meredith's, and yet she was trying to talk about manners with her son. Come on now. So, hey, Sasha T, when Mary farted, I was like, where does Bravo find these people? I agree. That was insane. Hey, can I get a witness? Companies don't fire cast members. They give them the option to leave, right? I think it's more, I think when it comes to it, it's like we're not going to renew your contract. So it's not like you're fired, but I think it's like they either don't renew the contract or they give them such a crappy contract that they're kind of like forced to leave, if that makes sense. Hey, Maria. She was asked how she good luck. Mary farting and mentioning it is so gross. Like, why? It was so nasty. It was so nasty. Thank you, Maria. That's right. Hit the thumbs up. If you guys are in here or you're having a kiki, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment below. I love you guys. Hey, Philly John. Candy, you said a mouthful. I hate seeing Nene begging Bravo for a check. Also, she's called Andy a sea snorter. I agree. And I think, I don't know. Nene, I don't know. Hey, can I get a witness? Right. It's a process. It is. Hey, my opinion, not yours. Nene, in my opinion, make herself look foolish regarding everything she said. No disrespect. No, I agree with you. I think that she handled the situation incorrectly. Like, you don't, and she got called out kind of for like hypocrisy. It's like if you had all of these issues with Andy and the executives for all of these years, where was the smoke then? So you only have these accusations and you only have the smoke when you're no longer the favorite. So it's almost like because you were no longer the favorite, now you want to come at them with all this stuff. And then she did it so publicly, and then she was dropped by her team because she was saying that they were taking money and they were taking payouts all on Twitter. It's just like, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I think she did it wrong. And I just don't see NBC or Bravo bringing her back full time. And it's almost, and if nothing has truly changed, why would she want to go back to a place where she's working for people like that? So she kind of played herself both ways. You know, like if you're so up in arms about these people, why are you begging to come back to them? Hey, Philly John, not the government. LOL. I'm not messing with the government. Hey, can I get one? Occasionally Katie shares her own great conspiracy theories. I do. And they usually, not to toot my own horn, but toot, they usually are true. For example, Fallon and Jalen. Didn't they just go and get some fake, not fake, but like for us, like married at like the courthouse or something, and they're trying to call themselves vindicated? It's like, no, just because you go get married at the courthouse doesn't mean you're vindicated. That just means that we're on to you, and now you're upping your antics to look legit. But I do not believe for 1 second Fallon and Jalen are in this loving marriage or that baby is his. Just don't believe it. And then also, Bethany Frankel confirmed my conspiracy theory about Tom and Erica Girardi. So that was pretty cool. So it was good. Hey, Marcella. She goes, we all poot. Yes, we all poot, but like not like that. She goes, you guys, you have to be quiet while I poot. I can only poot in silence. Like, that's really gross and really nasty. Hey, my opinion, not yours. No government for me either. Fun, light subjects. Yes, fun and light. 100%. But I'll come up with some good conspiracies. Hey, Philly John, my opinion, not yours. You're right. She shouldn't come back to Bravo wagging her tail between her legs. Just saying. I agree. She shot like she. What's that phrase? You cut your nose to spite your face. Like, she went too far, too public, too deep. And now you want to come back to this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. If I believe everything I just said, why I wouldn't want to go back to that. Hey, Young Rich, mother couldn't cheat Mother Nature. At least she warned everybody instead of blowing it up unexpectedly or pull a Ramona. No, she should have excused herself and went to the bathroom and put it in the bathroom, not on camera in front of them and telling them to shut up so she could have silence while she poops. Philly John says, hi, Marcella. Hey, Marcella. My opinion is, I love Candy's conspiracies. Thank you. I have a conspiracy. It's not mine, but it's a conspiracy that I agree with. Apple, I do think that they put stuff in their products that basically have a time. It's like a time limit. It's like, oh, you've had this laptop for 2 years. The keyboard's going to stop working. Something's going to stop working. So you have to upgrade. You have to get something new. Oh, you've had this phone for a year, 2 years. Oh, now all of a sudden the memory doesn't work. The power doesn't go up. Oh, you need to upgrade. I really do think, and I also think they design their products to break. So you have to get the protector and this and that, and if you break it, you have to go get it fixed. I believe the Apple conspiracy theories. I think that they design their products with a glitch that they will work up into a certain amount of time, and then after that time, it'll start to glitch. And it's not just wear and tear. I think it's built in. I do. I do. Hey, Marcella. She says, hello, everyone. Yes. Hey, my opinion, not yours. Glad someone agrees. LOL at Philly John. Yes, I'm telling you. Hey, Darren Hood. He says, hey, Marcella. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Young Rich. Well, if Nene comes back, y'all might get your girl Mariah back. Okay, Young. Okay. First up, I love Mariah. I want her to come back. She's beautiful. She's smart. It was her idea. It's her show. She also, like I said, it's not what you do. It's how you do it. She moved in a totally different way that Nene moved. She got her lawyers. She had her paperwork in order. She filed an actual lawsuit. She spoke just enough and respectfully, and then she bowed out. Didn't wow out on Twitter or Instagram. She didn't call anybody a C word. She didn't call anybody racist. She didn't call anybody anything. She just said, hey, listen, this is my show. I'm the executive producer. This is my concept. You're not honoring what that contract is, and you're not honoring my position. So the court decides. So I do think that Mariah could come back because she did it the right way, and it's business. She didn't make it personal. She kept it business. And I would love Mariah to come back. I want her to go toe-to-toe with Dr. Heavenly, and then they fire Dr. Heavenly. Hey, my opinion, not yours. I play John. So sorry. Oh, John. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, Marcella Booth. Nene craves the acceptance and fame. I agree. I think Nene is a low-key pick-me personality. She comes across as alpha and loud and the leader and this and this and this. But I think on the inside, she has a very, very pick-me personality. I think that's why she gets so territorial when it comes to her friends. I think that's why being the leader means so much to her. And I do think she wants the fame and the acceptance and the validation and the money and all of that stuff. I think that outwardly, she's confident and loud, but I think inside she has more of a pick-me personality. So I agree with you, Marcella. Hey, Young Rich, Nene shouldn't have ever been on there season 11 and 12. You could see she was clearly hurting and then later self-destructed her relationship with Bravo. I agree with that. I think that, and this might sound weird, but I bet you Nene mentally might be in a better place now. I know Greg passed away, but maybe she had the time to mourn and grieve and prepare, if that makes sense, than she was. I agree with you, Young Rich, in those seasons, because I think when Greg got sick and he had cancer and nobody kind of understood the stress that it had on her being his caregiver, and also not sure if your husband's going to pass away, and people thinking that you're strong and you're trying to ask for support and people misunderstanding. And it seemed like Greg wasn't that kind to her from what it looked like. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Nene is in a better place now than she was then. But I agree with you. She clearly was hurting. And I don't think that she was mentally in a place. Like when the whole like closet thing happened and the pulling of the thing, I don't think she was mentally in a place for that. But I think someone in her life or even in Bravo, if she wasn't clear enough, should have taken her out of it. Hey, Misty, Nene needs to stay off of Bravo. I agree. Girl, it's like you went too far, too fast, too hard. You need to stay off of Bravo at this point. Hey, my opinion, not yours. At Marcella, yes, I agree. Toot, toot. Yes, we all have to poot and toot, but you just say, oh, excuse me, I have to run to the restroom. And you go to the restroom and you do what you have to do. Hey, Maria. She goes, exactly on the Apple conspiracy theory. Yes. I'm telling you, I had a laptop that started getting all weird and funky. Like the keys would go like AAA, EEE, and all this weird stuff. And I brought it to the Apple store and they're like, oh, this model is about to be obsolete. And I was just like, what are you? It was a couple of years old and it literally was functioning. The only thing was this weird keyboard thing. And they're like, oh, but we could easily fix it for this amount of money, or you can just get a new one. And I just knew, I was like, this is a scam. I was like, what's causing it? Oh, we don't know. Scam. I'm telling you, Apple, they put something in your computers, in your phones, in your devices that I think has a countdown. And once it hits a certain year, it starts to have those glitches to get you into the store, to upgrade, to buy new, all that stuff, to fix. It's a scam. It is a scam. Hey, Young Rich, I'm sick of Fallon. She doesn't need no peach, especially if Porsha not coming back. We good on her and her fake relationship with Jalen, unless you want to reveal who's married man, that's the father. Young Rich, you tell no lies. I am with you 1,000%. I'm over Fallon. I want to start the hashtag free Jalen. I feel bad for Jalen. I think he has Stockholm syndrome. I think that he is sort of like I think he got himself in a situation that is now over his head. I think he was trying to help her out, and now it's just snowballed. I agree. Allegedly, in my opinion, I think that Fallon's baby is the married NBA player, athlete, celebrity whatever that she, I think, is still probably with, but just on the, obviously they can't be public. So I agree with you. And if Porsha isn't coming back, then Fallon doesn't really have a reason to be on the show. But I also think that Fallon knows her lane. I think Fallon knows she's a model social media girl. I think that Fallon has awareness to know that she doesn't translate to reality TV. Hey, Natalia. She goes, I think Mariah should come back to Married to Medicine because she is not the, because is she not the executive producer of the show? Why did Bravo even fire her? That's the thing. That's why they're in litigation, because she's like, this is my show. This is my concept. I'm the executive producer. How dare you fire me and do all this stuff? So I think that's a part of the litigation. And I am Team Mariah. Give them hell. It was your idea. It was your concept. She's an executive producer. Because, and also you have to think about this. They would not dare fire LVP from Vanderpump Rules. Could you imagine if Bravo went to LVP and it was just like, you're out, but we're going to keep the show? They would never do that to her. So why are they trying to do it to Mariah? You know what I mean? So I want her to give them hell. Hey, Sip with D. She goes, hey, Candy, I just finished watching. Oh, yay. Hey, pretty. Hey, Evangelist Valerie. She goes, hey, Candy, in the chat, been in the bushes. Yes. My opinion, not yours. Dr. Heavenly urging, whatever she is. I want her to get her butt handed to her, and then I want her out. I don't like Dr. Heavenly. Hey, can I get a witness? In some cultures, customs, including belching out loud, passing gas, sneezing without covering mouth, anything, Mary's just an ill-mannered person. I agree. And then she was going so hard with her son about like how he was eating it's like, let the boy live. Come on now. Hey, Young Rich, she wanted to be a Shaunie O'Neal in Bravo. And in Bravo, no, the audience wasn't having it. We were good without her, to be honest. Dr. Heavenly and Quad are carrying it quite well, in my opinion. This is the thing. I like Quad. I think Quad is cool. Dr. Heavenly, she's too nasty. She's too mean-spirited. I think Quad is a fun kiki. I think Quad is a good time. I think she can shade, she can read, but I don't think that Quad is mean-spirited. Other than let me break that down. I don't think Quad in herself, like in her personality, is mean-spirited. However, I do think the way she treated Mariah was very dirty and very backstabbing. Like, Mariah helped her, Mariah brought her in, and then Quad wanted to be the head chick in charge, right? She wanted to dethrone Mariah. And so to me, I thought that was a betrayal, and that was very disloyal and really unnecessary. I think that Mariah and Quad would have been so much stronger together. So that's kind of how I feel about it. But I think Dr. Heavenly is just, her spirit's off. Hey, my opinion, yours. Smart texting, it's a pain. LOL. Hey, Marcella. She goes, Andy Cohen is not very forgiving person. Mariah, yes. Nene said, I made Bravo. No, the network was embarrassed and pissed. I agree. I don't see Bravo and NBC bringing her back in any real capacity. Andy Cohen is not a forgiving person. He doesn't even seem to be like that good of a person from what everything is saying. But yeah, I'm here for Mariah. I'm here for her. Hey, Sip with D. She goes, I agree. Nene was really going through something. Yeah, Nene was going through it. And you could tell that she was breaking down. And I think that her friends was viewing her through a skewed lens. They were viewing her through like the Nene lens, the strong Nene, the cool Nene, that. But they were unable to see that she really was suffering and was really hurting and really needed a different type of support. And sometimes it's hard in the moment to see it, because when you're in that mental state, you don't always communicate effectively. You don't always communicate in the best way. It's really hard to be like, I am suffering right now, and let me sit down and give you a PowerPoint presentation on 4 ways you can help me in a healthy way. No, you're messed up. But in those times, that's when you want your friends and your family to look at you and be like, okay, sis, I see something is really up. I know you're kind of talking crazy. I know this and that is going on, but I know you are not in the right space. Let me figure out how to help you. You have to give people grace because it's going to take a very emotionally, mentally strong person. And I'm not saying she's not, I'm just saying like in general, to be suffering on that level, which I really think Nene was, and communicate it in a healthy and effective way. That's why who you have in your life is really, really important. You need people who see you for you, not for what you provide to them, if that makes sense. Hey, Philly John at Natalie. I heard the EP title was Vanity. She chose a salary over credentials. Unfortunately, she didn't square away her business up front. You can't have it both ways. Maybe, but she had enough paperwork in place to file the lawsuit and it didn't get dismissed. So she has something in the works. So who knows? And maybe they also put that out there just as a way to discredit her. Because you have to remember, they will plant stories and they will plant false information because they definitely want to control the narrative, especially if she's suing them over her intellectual property. So I'm Team Mariah. Hey, can I get a witness? I'm okay with never seeing Nene on the network, but she was one of the best at Minnie Bravo's Housewives franchise. Agree. I think you tell no lies with that. I agree 100%. Hey, Sip with D. She could do another network, but I don't know who would put up with her or if she was being blackballed. I definitely think she's being blackballed. I definitely think her entire team fired her. Because you can't get on Twitter talking about my agents and my PR people are taking bribes and then expect them to work on your behalf. You see what I'm saying? Hey, my opinion, not yours. I meant toot your own horn. Ah, yes, toot your own horn. Toot, toot. Oh, yeah, because not toot, poot. Poot, toot, toot, toot. Thank you. Hey, Diva1675. She says, hey, yes, yes. Hey, Natalia. She goes, was LaToya fired? Yes. Yes, she did not bring, she was not fit for the show. Hey, Diva1675. Did you see Chris Bassett? Okay. Real Housewives of Potomac house husband challenging YouTubers to a fight in a ring with him. I didn't, but I'm not surprised. The thirst is real, and he needs to have several seats. He's the one talking about, I don't use the show. I don't use the show. This is her thing. Well, then why are you trying to fight YouTubers in a ring, Chris? Have several seats. Sip with D. I give it no more than 4 years publicly with Fallon and Jalen, privately 2 years. I don't think they're really together. I don't think Fallon and Jalen are actually in a romantic relationship. I think Fallon and Jalen were best friends. I think he's trying to do her solid and he got in over his head and she's taking advantage. That's what I think. I don't think they're in a real relationship. Hey, can I get a witness? A lot of applications, platforms, appliances, and devices seem programmed to last, but only so long before time's up. Exactly. It's business for the mega techno wealthy, including Google. 1,000%. 1,000%. I think they have a built-in timeline, and then it's like, oh, you've had this for 2 years, and then you have to go get the new $1,000, $2,000 upgrade, and this, that, and the other, and all that other stuff. It's a hot mess. Hey, Jay Mesa. He says, hope I'm not late. No, you're not. Oh, you guys, tonight I'm going to be on Tisa Tales. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I haven't seen the last episode yet. I hope I have time before I go on with her. Shh, don't say anything, but I have my thoughts about it. So if you guys want to watch, I will be on Tisa Tales later tonight for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I just have to figure out how to watch the show. Okay. Hey, Natalia, I think you're right about the Apple conspiracies. You're smart. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And I'm telling you, just watch. And when you go in there, and this is the thing they do, they try and shame you. Oh, well, when did you buy this? Oh. Well, how often do you use it? Oh. Are you sure you didn't spill something on it? Oh. No, I didn't spill anything on it. I use it as much as I need to or want to because it is it's for me to use. It's a product. And it should not be breaking. Hey, Sip with D, Mary cracked me at this episode. LOL, what y'all think? We talked about the poop queen. Hey, can I get one of his butt out at Candy? Yes. Exactly. Hey, Diva 1675. LPP's show showcases her restaurants and staff. So without LVP, there is no VPR. Not necessarily. They could technically do the show without her. I'm just saying that they would never go to LVP for one of her spinoffs and be like, you're out, but we're keeping the show going. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't really need LVP. She comes in, she'll say hi to the boys, but I don't know. But I do get what you're saying, Diva 167. I do get what you're saying with like the restaurants and her name and stuff. So I do get the difference, yeah. Hey, Young Rich, LPP rule show is different than Married to Medicine. A bunch of doctors and doctors' wives are not about to bow down to nobody, especially not a woman who can't handle her own business, letting someone steal her show. Okay. Just because a corporation, a network, whatever you want to call it, does you dirty does not make it your fault. Just because someone steals something from you does not make it your fault. I think that it's very easy to try to discredit Mariah, but I think that's a false thing. I think that's why there's still the lawsuit is still moving forward, because I do think she had her paperwork in order, and I do think she had everything organized, and that's why she was just like, wait, you're not going to do this. These networks and these corporations, okay, conspiracy theory. These networks and corporations steal people's ideas, shows, concepts, scripts, pilots, intellectual property, all of the time. That was another conspiracy theory I had when it came to why I felt that Bravo and NBC in the beginning, not now because they have no choice, they're backed into a corner. Conspiracy theory, allegedly. In the beginning, with the whole Erica Jane and Tom Girardi thing before it blew up, I think that NBC was protecting them because allegedly Tom Girardi was representing these two writers and producers. They had came up with some show about ghost hunting or something like that. They had their show. They pitched it to NBC. NBC was like, oh, we'll pass. And then they turned on the TV and NBC had recreated their show and their idea without them. So they stole their show concept. Tom Girardi was their lawyer. And it was during the time that Erica was trying to get hired as a housewife on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. All of a sudden, that lawsuit went away. And those people never got justice. Those people never got their day in court. Those people never got paid. And what they're saying is Tom Girardi basically went to NBC and was just like, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. Because NBC owns Bravo. You get Erica on the show, I'll make this little lawsuit go away. Conspiracy. Is it my opinion that probably happened? Yes. Allegedly, my opinion. I am not saying this is true. I am not saying this is a fact. I'm saying this is conspiracy theory, and this is my opinion. So everything is alleged. Let me put that back up there. And for entertainment purposes only, I don't want NBC or Bravo or anybody coming after me. I ain't got nothing for you. Leave me alone. And we hear about it all of the time. We hear about it. Writing competitions will steal your work. These networks will steal your work. People will go in for pitches and stuff like that. And they'll be like, oh no, this wasn't good. And then they turn on the TV and they're watching their stuff. This happens all of the time. So just because someone does you dirty does not make it your fault. And I really hate that narrative around Mariah being like, oh, she let someone steal her show. How do you let somebody steal your show? Oh, she didn't have her paperwork together. Well, she had her paperwork together enough to create a lawsuit that is still currently being litigated, right? Oh, she wanted vanity and just the title. Why not have a title? If it is your show that you created, why not get your title? Why does it have to be vanity with her, but with LVP? Oh no, LVP is smart. She's a businesswoman. She's this, and this. She's an executive producer. And I'm not taking that away from LVP. I think she's all of those things. But why do we give certain people credit and other people we don't? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Mariah automatically discredited from everything that she did, but somehow these other creators are put on a pedestal and they're all this, that, and the third? I have my ideas, but I'm just going to leave it there. But I'm telling you, just because somebody does you dirty does not make it your fault. And this stuff does happen. I'm telling you, this stuff really does happen. They steal people's shows. They steal people's ideas. They do all this stuff. They recreate all this stuff. They will either settle out so it doesn't get to the media, or even if it does, they'll be like, no, this person's crazy, this person's that, or they try to discredit the person, or they steal from the people that they think have no resources. Or they'll steal from someone who they think can't hire a lawyer, can't fight back. No one's going to believe you. Oh, why would NBC steal your idea? Why would Lifetime, MTV? I'm just throwing stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? Why would HBO? Why would Netflix? Why would they steal your idea? They're these big bad corporations, but they do it all of the time. All of the time. And when you watch TV shows and they say written by, that's not true. There are actually, if you're a TV writer, you have a whole, it's called the writer's room. And there are multiple writers. And sometimes they will switch saying who gets the credit for what. But there's multiple writers and there's multiple ideas. And someone could write this scene, someone can write that scene, someone can write all of this. So you have to also be careful with that when it comes to like the credits. But I'm telling you, they will steal your stuff and then turn around and act like you're crazy when you want them to be held accountable for it. Conspiracy theory, but it happens all the time. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Okay. Oh, hi, D. Nicole. Peace and blessings to you all. Peace and blessings to you too, baby girl. Hey, my opinion, not yours. Fallon and the whole group come out with some kind of situation every few weeks. Patterns of a scandal, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think they're all in it together in the sense of, I think Fallon and Simon came up with a scheme. I think Porsha fell for it. It's going to be the demise of Porsha, not the pursuit of Porsha. And I think that Jalen was trying to help his friend out, but it's spiraling more than what he can handle. Hey, Sip with D, I like Quad, but I love Quad and Mariah better in the beginning of Annoying than Friends were so funny. Exactly. Hey, Diva, 1675. Nene will make an appearance with Marlo next season. Oh, to talk about Greg's death. Okay, that was reported today. Okay. I think that could be nice. That could be some type of closure. I don't need her to come back with a peach, but Nene and Greg were such a big part of the franchise, and I'm okay with that. Hey, Chi-Town, Naisha girl, or Chi-Town. Hi, Chi-Town, Naisha girl. She goes, hey, Candy and the Candy Canes. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for coming through. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills didn't care about LVP's losses. Terrible. That's true. They did the same thing to her. When her brother passed away, those girls did her dirty. Hey Diva 1675, EP gets you paid every time the episode airs. Exactly. Good business idea. Like Bethany wants to be EP of Roni. Exactly. Hey Young Rich, Marlo does not need no peach. We need fresh peaches. Marlo will give us nothing new. I don't want to see her being an auntie. I don't want to see anything else she's offering. She's better off as a friend. Dun, 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 dun. Hey Natalia, Mary confuses me because she said in season 1 her grandma asked her to marry her step-grandpa. But then the reunion comes out, she says another story. Andy asked her, I thought you said her grandma told you to marry him. No, that's right. Well, it all came out that Mary was lying about that. She said that her grandmother in her will wanted her to marry her stepfather, but that actually turned out not to be true. There was no will. I don't know if there was a will or not, but there was no will that stated that. And it seems that Mary and not the step grandfather, Mary and her grandfather, because it's her grandfather and either her grandfather-in-law, right? I don't think it's step. It's her grandfather-in-law, because her actual maternal mother's mother, her bloodline grandmother, married this man. So they're not blood related, but they're family-in-law, right? So yeah, crazy. Hey, my opinion, not yours. Yeah, I noticed that Nene has a yes friend on these YouTube streets, no name mentioned. I want friends I can trust. I think I know exactly who you're talking about, but yeah. Hey, Natalia, Bethany's too egotistical. She thinks she's better than everyone. No lies detected. Hey, Aunt Rich, who is he trying to fight? That's actually a good question. Who is he trying to fight? Hey, Natalia, Josiah is not scared of Bethany and Dorinda. True. Hey, Diva 1675 at Young Rich. He challenges up with Adam and Perry from Sherelle were so far. He wants one more to challenge. So he's trying to fight Adam from Up and Adam and Perry. Chris, sit down. Hey, Natalia, Fallon fumbled the bag. She fumbled the bag because this is the thing with Fallon. She needs to just stop. That's just kind of how I feel. Hey, Natalia, maybe that's why my phone's having glitching. I wouldn't be surprised. And you're gonna go in there and they're gonna be like, oh, well, wait, well, when did you get this? Oh, well, we have such new technology now. Hey, Philly John at Davis 69. Perry's too old to fight. LOL. That is cray. Hey, yeah, Rich Loud. I thought I was on Piece of Tell saying Fallon need to reveal who the NBA baby daddy is because it ain't Jalen. I didn't think she saw it, and Tisa left, and I realized it was Fallon. It was Fallon's live. Oh, damn, Young Rich. Aw. Thank you so much for the super chat. So Amelia French says, I wish we stopped with the assumption that Mariah and Nene didn't have paperwork together when we know white people have a history of taking ideas from black people and not crediting them. Bloop, 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 bloop. I agree with you, Amelia French. That's basically what I was saying. Why is it the assumption that Mariah isn't credible or Mariah didn't have her stuff together? She had her stuff together enough to get the EP title, to get the show, to get the money, to get the bag. Why do we automatically assume somehow Mariah allowed her show to be stolen from her? I agree with you, Amelia French. And thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate your support. Hey, can I get one of your impressions are priceless? I can't be watching this. I just be wildin'. I just be wildin'. Hey, at It's Love Quasia. Hello, everyone. Hey, sweetheart. What is up? Yes, Amelia French is exactly Candy. Yes. Hey, Natalia. Some people have to be fired. VPR because they don't work in the restaurants no more, except the British guy. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's another farce. Like, were those people really actually working? And with Stassi and Kristen Doty, like, I'm happy they got fired. And it really irritated me because I was reading an article, and the article was just like, oh, Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Doty got fired for their racially insensitive remarks or something like that. No. No. Stassi and Kristen got fired because of their racist actions. Not remarks or words, their actual actions. They had the nerve to pick up the phone and call the police on Faith, the only Black person I've seen other than that one manager that one time on the show, and tell the police they thought she was out here drugging old people and stealing from them simply because the thing said a Black female. Profiling her when they know good and goddamn well it was not Faith out there, but they had such an issue with her sleeping with Jax, when the truth be told, Kristen did the same exact thing to actual Stassi. Stassi Jax was your whole boyfriend, and she slept with him multiple times, skinning and grinning in your face. Did you call the police on her? I mean, you backhanded her in her face. Did Bravo have to say, we don't condone violence? Was Stassi backhanding Kristen a commentary on the whole white community and white women? No. See, it's so messed up. They got fired for their racist actions. The moment they picked up a phone to call the police on her, having like that literally could have been a Breonna Taylor moment. The police going to somebody's house incorrectly. I'm sorry, but in America, calling the police can equal a death sentence. Especially if you're Black. Especially if you're Black. So they should have been fired for their racist actions. And you see how different people are treated differently. When there was a fight in Rohop, we cannot represent Black women like this. Well, you're not. You're representing yourself. But when the white girls fight, oh, it's just drama. They were drunk. It's fine. Ridiculous. Hey, can I get a witness at Amelia French 100? Just wish they would just settle up and walk away. I agree. Hey, Sip with D, they steal all the time. Yes, they do. All the time. Hey, Philly John at Amelia French. That's not what I'm saying. I merely stated what I heard. I'm not that whitewashed to believe. Oh, yeah, we know, Philly John. We know. Not you, sweetheart. We're talking in general. Hey, Diva1675, did you guys talk about LVP out at Kyle as the one who told Camille about Erica? I know she did. Yes. Woo. But we've been on here for 1 hour and 15 minutes. I know that there are more chats and more questions and more comments, but oh, wait. Hey, Natalia, they all love Jax. Maybe because he was involved with, because she was involved with a Black girl. Right. So the moment he was cheating with a Black girl, all of a sudden we need to call the police and it's all up in arms and it's the craziest thing. But when he was sleeping with literally all of everybody, this, that, and the third, it was cool. No big deal. Crazy. But I have to go prep for my Tisa Tales. I'm going to be on Tisa Tales, you guys, talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I have to find out a way to watch it like right now. Shh, don't tell her. And yeah, so go over there if you want to see me. And thank you guys so much for joining me for this fun kiki on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That is right. So we'll be back. And if you've had fun, be sure to like this video. Please subscribe, share with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And yeah, comment below. If you're watching the replay, leave me a comment. Yes. Young Rich says, I was just kikiing away. I know. Young Rich, I love you. Thank you for holding it down. My ma, shout out to you. Shout out to all my candy canes. Philly John, Natalia, my opinion, not yours. Diva1675. Everybody, to be Black Native, Amelia French, I love you guys. If I didn't, Derby Diva Entertainment, yes. What else? Can I get a witness? D, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming through. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Now, since I stream some on YouTube, I'm gonna figure it out because, well, I don't want to say it, but I don't watch it live. If you catch my drift. All right. I love you guys, and we will be back next time. What time on Tisa Tales? I believe it's 6:15 on the West Coast, 9:15 on the East Coast. I got to go figure out how to watch the episode so I know what to talk about. Either way, I'm going to be on there. I just want to look like a fool. All right. I love you guys so much. I will see you next time.